sir, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Once again, it is Sovereign Saturday. Be that man. And when I'm saying be that man, be that sovereign man. But I want you to think about it. That man who's thorough, that man who got control over his life where he can't control it, that man who can leverage other things that he can't outright control. That man who got his stuff together, that man who got his spot, that man who got, he got decent money, well, probably need that just to be sovereign, but he just has that attitude. You want to be that man. You want it to the point other people look at you and say, that's that man. That man who got total control, the ones that men want to be like, the ones that women want to be with. And let me talk about the woman part for a bit. For all the stuff they talk, on a deeper level, they want and respond to that man who got some control over his life. And yeah, they're going to challenge you. But you know what? Because you are that man, it won't even matter. You're going to be like, whatever, go for it, because it's going to be who you are. It ain't something that you're faking. You're going to be that man. Other people can see it. It's going to reflect in your body posture, how you sit, how you stand, how you walk. People are going to see it's confidence. Some people might even call it arrogance. But arrogant, that's a whole other conversation, because they don't think you should be in that position you should be in. But look, you work to be sovereign. You work to have control over your life. You work to have leverage in different areas, You worked for it. It ain't something that's handed to you. So shoot, like I said, anybody who got a problem with it. But you really want to get to the point other people, they have, even people who probably don't like you personally, they got to say to themselves, you know what? Dude is that man. Dude is that man. And I'm going to tell you what. I know I'm known for talking about game and all of that stuff, but ultimately what I'm talking about in life, and of course I got some noise outside, but I'm gonna keep going anyway. That can't mess me up. But going through life, you want to be that man. You want to have some control. Do you want to be in a position where your livelihood, your life is under other people's control? Because that's what that man is about. That man is about controlling his own life, about having choices, about having options. You want to build yourself to that point where you have real freedom, whether you have your own business, whether you want to live in this place or that place, or if you want, even if you want to work on a job, it's only because you want to work on that particular job. Because one of the saddest things is, let's just be real, most men out here, most human beings out here are not where they want to be. I want y'all to think about that. Not where they want to be, not doing the things that they want to do. They just living alone. They might tell themselves whatever and justify it whatever way, but how many people are really doing what they want to do in life? How many men especially are on their mission, not somebody else's mission, or not living someplace they rather not live? You want a choice. That's what it means to be sovereign, And it's like, let me hit the money thing. The money is not there to impress some woman. You want money for yourself, because I'm known for saying, yeah, a man can get sex without spending money, and he can. But when a man, one thing I'm also saying with that is you still want to make money because you want it for yourself. You want it for your sovereignty. In this society that we live in, money isn't everything, but it's up there with oxygen. You still got to make money. And it's still gonna be there. You still want that good credit, which means you got to have the money to pay those bills. You want to be that man. And I'm gonna tell you what, when you are that man, you are really going to walk differently. Because that's one thing. Many men, if a man got money in his pocket, he know he can do stuff. He walks a whole lot different from a broke man. And you want to do that not to impress some women, but because it's for your own edification. That's the important thing. And that's how you want to move through life. You want to move through life. You want to be able to travel when you want to travel. I remember a mentor said to me years ago, you want to be to that point, if you need to travel to another country right away, you can. That's part of sovereignty. You got the choice. You know, you have the choice. You want to be in that position where you can move, you can travel, you can give to charity, you can do whatever you want. You know, you want to be in that position where, shoot, you can pull out what you need from the bank. You want to be in that position. You want to be in that position where you don't have to deal with some bullshit from anyone. And that's more than just relationships. That's like I say, where you live, who you deal with. Part of sovereignty is who is even going to be in your friendship circle. Because when you don't have sovereignty, and I'm going to just be real, a lot of times you're just following along. You're just following along. You don't want to be that. You don't want to be in that position. You want to be in a position where you live in life according to your will and not someone else's. Because when you're living according to your will, you ain't going to have the things you want. You're going to be doing stuff according to their whims. Shoot, you ain't living, you're being allowed to live by someone else. And like I said, unfortunately, that's most of the population. No, you want to be that type that you got control. You want to have control over your life, what you do, where you work, where you live, everything. And that's the whole point of what I'm talking about. Even when I talk about relationships, you want to be that point. You don't have to deal with some woman you don't want to deal with. Let me hit that, because I talked about that this week. There's many men with a woman, that's all they can get. They ain't getting the woman that they really want. They getting the woman that they can settle for. And they got put up with a whole lot of shit. You want to be sovereign there, because when a man is sovereign, he's only dealing with the women he want to deal with. The women that he qualifies. You know, not qualifying for her. She got to qualify for him. But see, that's just one angle. You know, whatever family you want, whatever, you want to be in a position where you live according to your terms. And that's the bottom line. Whatever your terms are. And you know what? You decide. That's part of being sovereign too. You decide what you want to do. So I'm going to tell you what, I want y'all to think about that. As you rise to become that sovereign man that you meant to be, you know, I want you to think about that. I want you to really work hard on that and having control over your life, all right? So that's all I have for today. Keep rising to become the sovereign man that you are meant to be. Peace and blessings, everyone.